Dear PT students, our last topic of our chapter 12 is the cooling by evaporation, and that topic is 12.5. Recall that in your previous classes I have told you about the process of evaporation. Evaporation is a process in which liquid starts to change into gaseous state below its boiling point, and the evaporation causes cooling. When you step out of the shower and you dry yourself and you feel yet you are wet, then you feel cool. And before getting an injection, when the doctor nurse cleans your body or that area of the skin by using a swab, you will start to feel cool yourself. These are just examples to give you the concept of the evaporation, that evaporation causes cooling. Recall that matter is made up of the particles, and these particles, with the help of the different position of the particles, matter exists in different states, and matter can also change from one state to another state as well. When a liquid is heated, all the particles of the liquid start to gain energy, and they move faster and faster. They start to collide with one another and with the container as well, until the liquid's temperature reaches its boiling point. At this point, mean at this temperature, the particles have enough energy to break down the forces which have kept closed the particles. And now they have broken this energy, and they will start to move away from each other. But sometimes you will observe a liquid can also change into a gas at a temperature that is lower than its boiling point. This process is called evaporation. It happens because not all the particles in a liquid have the same energy. Some particles have more energy than the average energy of all the particles. And the particles which have more energy, they will start to escape towards the surrounding, and some particles have less energy than the average energy of the other all other particles, and these particles will stay in the liquid. Over here you can understand this example. With the help of this diagram, you can observe the particles which are showing on the upper side. These are the particles which have more energy than the average energy of the other particles. That's why they will start to escape towards the surrounding. And the particles which are below, these particles have less energy than the average energy of the other particles. That's why they will stay in the liquid. And this state is called evaporation. Oh, and let's start over here. It means the particles left behind in the liquid are the ones with less energy. Okay, and the particles which have escaped towards the surrounding, they have more energy than the average energy of the remaining particles. The temperature of the liquid is determined by the average energy of all the particles. It means when the liquid evaporates, its temperature decreases. This line is very important. When the liquid evaporates, its temperature decreases. Okay, let's start to know about the temperature process of evaporation in the human body. There is also natural use of evaporation in our body. Our bodies naturally make use of the evaporation to keep us cool. When our bodies are hot, we start to sweat, and this sweat evaporates off our skin, and we start to feel ourselves cool. Some animals cannot sweat like the human beings, and they start to pant when they want to make cool themselves. As in the lioness is, she is panting with the open mouth to keep its body cool. Let's know about the factors which have effect on the rate of evaporation. There are some factors like the wind. Wind is a factor, and wind, temperature, surface area, temperature, and the humidity. These are the factors which have effect on the rate of evaporation. Wind. The first factor is wind. The wind increases the movement of the particles, and that's why mean they are increasing the rate of evaporation. When the wind blows faster, the process of evaporation, rate of evaporation will become speedy. Okay, and the second factor over here, the second factor is the surface area. When you want to increase the rate of evaporation, you must take water in a shallow pans. Means you are increasing the surface area as compared to taking a water in a deep cup. The shallow pans increases the rate of evaporation. As you have observed over here, they have taken the water in shallow pans, and that's why the water will quickly evaporate towards the surrounding. It means wind and the surface area increases the rate of evaporation. The third factor is the temperature. By increasing the temperature, the rate of evaporation also increases because the particles will gain more energy and they will start to escape from towards the surrounding, mean they will start to change from liquid into gaseous state. The fourth factor is the humidity, but humidity has the reverse effect on the rate of evaporation. As the humidity is high, it lowers the rate of evaporation. The question can become, why we feel sweaty and sticky in the hot humid days? The reason is this: you would normally feel sweaty and sticky on hot humid days when the day is humid. Actually, at this time, the air also have a large number of the water vapors, and it is difficult for your sweat to evaporate, and the our sweat will not evaporate. That's why we want to feel ourselves again sticky and the hot and uneasy. This is all because of the humidity. So this was all about the process of the rate of evaporation.